And so, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado,
well, here we are.
It's time for the bald-headed black man. That's right, Victor Allen's new Sportz. Hot, Neil Urban, hosted and directed by Victor Allen, the man the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. Here's Vic.
Are you energized by that intro?
Well, yeah, I liked it.
Wait a minute. She said, energized. Wait a minute. You ever want to see a cliffhanger, folks, where somebody's energized? Mario does a wonderful ramping up the vocalizations. He takes it up. He go like that. Then I look to my left to see how she responds, and the facial expression you get is...
But she don't even like the girl screams.
So...
No, I don't like that.
But it was so subtle, Victor, but I heard it too.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Now we try to get them to scream. I tried to get them. They can't make it exciting. Come on, DeVoe. You ready? Okay, come on. Here we go. Ready? Here's DeVoe's turn.
Why do you do
This is where
this?
the mad scientist comes in.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, giving you Victor Allen, new Sportz.
That was better. That was better than what?
Breathe a little bit.
Are you ready to do your turn, Jezreel? You ready?
No.
Come on. Come on, Jezreel. Come
I don't
on.
even know what it said.
Do your intro.
I don't know.
I don't know, boys. I don't know.
New
And I ain't going to find out.
That's cold.
Yeah. All right.
That's all right. You guys, welcome to the new Sports. Obviously, you see my efforts in having what they call one of the springboard sports segments that energizes women and make them fondle all over me is collapsing as we run on this election day. Okay, this is a long show, but we're going to try to keep it tight because I always say election time brings out some of the most sporting events and statements of all time. Now, it's one of those days, y'all.
Oh my.
A famous boxing analyst says, I can't believe I said that. And he said that after listening to himself broadcast a game between the Colts and Miami Dolphins. One man named Reggie Bush is running down the field, and he said, like he was chasing that bucket of chicken that the wind was blowing. Now,
Yeah, for Terry, that's not racist. He's a country boy.
Well, I didn't say that. See, you thought I was going there. See, I'm not going there. I said it's political. See, see, my whole thing about political is
he's a Louisiana boy.
He even said,
That was
I
sweet
can't
to him.
believe I said that. Now, here's the response now. Now, you know our boy.
I wasn't chasing that cat. Y'all said, what does that mean?
You know, see, this is wrong. Now Mario. I'm already getting a mind block on this. Our boy, the former New York Giant, who is the analyst on the got the sacks.
Right, Terry.
It's Terry Bradshaw. Strahan.
Right.
Now, obviously, everybody knows the story. I'm not kind of giving anybody anything new. They already know. First, he already apologized. Second, he already said, I can't believe I said that. He was talking to Jimmy Johnson at the time. The question was, the irony is that Strahan said, I'm glad you wasn't talking to me when focused on me when you said that. So if Strahan caught that at the time that it's happening, no matter, even if that's not what it meant, why would you relate? Why is it that it's...
Because everybody's sensitive.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing.
I'm just saying this.
Terry just talk like that.
No,
I give him a pass.
I got you. I said, but is there some validation to
It is.
chicken in a bucket?
But you can say a bunch of stuff and it sounds black. Now, if he had been a white dude...
What would you have to say to sound white? What would you have to say he's... What?
I'm not
chasing that Miller Lite?
Maybe. I mean, what is that? Everybody's stereotype of something. I mean, it could have been white rice. Sticky rice if it was, an Asian.
Chasing that Asian, the other white meat.
Like that
No,
sticky
but
rice.
it's a backstory to it.
Yeah, so I always see the
he's from Louisiana.
Right.
And I think racial references that we all make, I think we all make racial references. That's why I don't make a big deal out of it.
But he wasn't saying it because he was black. He was saying it because that particular guy that he was speaking to, eats fried chicken and loves fried chicken and eats it every Friday, and they tease him about that in the studio.
So you know that.
Right. I know the backstory.
See, that's part
there you go. That's why.
So
that makes it okay, kind. In other words,
No, but I mean,
it's
your
inappropriate.
intention.
it's inappropriate. But I have an issue where nowadays
Why are we
in
bringing
2000,
food into the sports, you know, it's
we got
inappropriate.
to me if we're gonna do certain kind of references to me. We got to allow some of the other folks to make some references. There has to be a point. It's just not. It's just not practical. When every black person I know says some inappropriate shit.
I think everybody should
Everybody I
apologize.
know.
White,
Everybody I
black,
know of every black
somebody.
says something. Says
Yeah.
something.
So
Offensive
apologize.
to somebody.
Yeah, so apologize. There are appropriate things to say. I've said inappropriate.
Yeah, but how long we gonna stay mad at him?
Oh,
I'm not mad.
nobody's
PMC's mad at him.
PMC,
PMC's mad at him, and he's a
Come on,
Pittsburgh
Come
Steeler.
on, PMC, come on.
He is not getting
Come on,
no pass.
PMC, they calling you
No
out on
pass,
this.
No pass.
We got to
Think
hear.
about it.
No
Think
pass.
about it.
PMC, we have to have him call in on the line.
Did you not know the backstory?
You don't
No,
care
everybody-
about
You
no
can't type
Wait,
that fast.
You don't
You
care
can't
about
type
the
that
backstory,
fast.
Jesse. You should
PMC
never,
can't
but you
type
know,
that.
in that same thing, you're not supposed to say those type of things. If even though you know the backstory that somebody, I don't know,
PMC
picks their nose, in the green room, what are you gonna say? That
'Cause Philip
picking
talks some
nose
shit.
boy
I
running down.
think he didn't say it intentionally, intentionally trying to offend anybody, and so that makes it okay.
Now y'all
And
have
that's
said some offensive
that's-
stuff.
Okay,
You and
well,
DeVoe,
that's the-
I
DeVoe.
say some offensive stuff.
You have.
And
I
I
was
say I
shocked.
am sorry. I
That makes up
apologize.
for it,
Yes.
all right.
Because when you
Yes.
don't know, you just
Well,
don't
that's
know.
where I'm saying that's where he was. He didn't
Yeah,
know.
I didn't realize that was offensive.
No.
I mean, back in the
PMC said he's
day,
still pissed off.
I know he said he gets no
Well,
pass.
What is
What if he
Everybody
came to town and bought you
to each of
a
them.
nice deli sandwich?
Who?
If Terry Bradshaw came in town and took PMC out for a deli sandwich.
Why would that make any difference?
It makes a difference to my ass if I was mad if he took me out for a deli sandwich.
Really?
PMC would make difference if he took you out. If
You
Terry
should
Bradshaw came in town
and bought you
and took
a
you out
deli.
for a deli sandwich.
And bought you a
See,
deli.
Terry's the
Right
guy
there in
who
Pittsburgh.
would show up.
Go to Franco Harris's restaurant or
That's
something.
right.
So let me ask this.
You would
This is-
still tell him he was wrong, but you would go, wouldn't
I
you?
like that.
Yeah.
let me-
You would go.
let me
Don't
ask
be
you
Eat
all
a sandwich
pissed
and
off.
tell him how you feel.
I would go. I would go have a sandwich with
Okay,
him, though.
that's good.
I would go.
Obviously, you
Corned
just
beef.
made the point.
Pit pastrami. They have some really good sandwiches at this deli down there.
Wow.
It's on the Food Channel.
Now that's another backstory.
They have a really good deli. They have some good delis in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, of course.
They have some really good delis. I was saying, let's go have there and make up. Have some sandwiches and a
Why
couple
don't we
beers.
have
That
a
would be
road trip and
hard
go
to
down
eat.
there, you guys, one day?
You wouldn't want to eat any of that, DeVoe.
Okay.
I eat it. I eat it all. I give.
Now, let me ask
That
you.
sounds like
Now,
heartburn.
let me ask you something
A
because
deli sandwich and beer.
I think
The
everybody has.
Monty brothers.
I think everybody has a lot of flexibility, and I'm not put off by this. But then I'm not going to make the rules as what
Yeah.
you can and cannot do. But this is the irony of it is, have you listened to yourself on the show after the show by watching and see that you have a whole different reaction about what you're looking at
That's
at
right.
the moment you feel it.
That's right.
Y'all
And
some
then when
angry
people-
black women.
So I'm
We
just
are
saying.
not.
You are too. You are trying to
am
figure
not.
out with a flower in your
I am
hair.
not.
There's another pistol wielding black.
Wait a minute.
Every little bit helps.
So you
At
be
least
scared
I'm
of black women with
trying.
flowers.
Right.
That's the ones that cut you.
At
Right.
least I'm trying.
Right. So let me just say this. There is room
Lots
because
of room.
we are not perfect people, right?
That's right.
No,
Lots
I'm
of
perfect.
room.
not-
Victor.
I'm
Don't
perfect.
say
We're not
that.
perfect
close.
people.
What,
I'm close.
Men or black
No, me,
people?
Mario.
That's right.
I'm
Men
close.
or black people.
I'm
It all
close.
depends what we talking
Yeah,
about.
we pretty close.
Let me do this so I can play
Me,
catch
Mac,
up.
PMC, we the closest y'all gonna know.
Let me
The perfect.
Let me set up for the people who are going.
Norman too.
Let me set this up so people can understand because they're gonna get carried away. You guys, this is the way it is. Hey, it is social media sports, so to speak. Opinions wrapped around sports, not necessarily things you already know.
That's true.
So what we are going to do is try to rate this. This is going to be interesting how we're going to try to do this because you're trying to put it under the category, and I think it's going to be easy. So let me remind the folks that we have to assign a term, a word, a verb, whatever you want to call it. It's ball and upset, let down, something for the ladies, whatever. Big pimpin', AARP, and spanked that ass. Now,
AARP.
Seriously, after he put Spank that ass on that list too.
You like
As
that?
if we didn't have enough. One more.
Spank that ass.
See.
Okay, so let's go with it.
I
Now,
wanna see
we
you
all
do
understand
that. You probably give it a little bitch slap.
DeVoe, you
I'm
can pick
having
any.
If I would go, but Jasmine would go, wow.
You can assign whatever term is appropriate for you. The story is what you feel. Don't go with anybody's opinion but your
I know,
own.
it's so hard.
Mario picked AARP because if you listen to Terry is older. He
Yeah.
is from that group. And when he says, yeah, it looked like he's running after a bucket of chicken, I can actually sit there and say that I didn't associate it with black in the beginning. I can say that honestly.
Because he could be running
I
down.
I did because
bucket of
Terry,
chicken his
because Terry,
own
right?
self.
He would. He's a country boy.
Right, I didn't associate
I would
it.
say
So-
that. I would say
so-
that because
He could.
Yeah,
but
because he
he
looks like
said
he-
that he didn't.
Well, now, so let's go with DeVoe. DeVoe,
well, if he said he did,
if you want to give it an
no, you
assignment.
know what? He was big pimping.
He's big pepper.
He just said whatever he wanted to say because he was on the flow, and y'all would talk about his chicken eating habit, whoever.
It's cold. It's cold.
So he was big pimping.
He's big pepper. Now I can't wait. I know PMC right now is going like you did
Bradshaw
not give.
is getting.
I know. See, he's not giving him a pass. He's from the part that gets me on this is that let's just say
Why
this,
you guys
DeVoe.
being angry?
DeVoe, and I'm saying this for a reason.
He's AARP,
It is.
PMC.
AARP is in the house, is rolling
It's
strong.
dementia.
Yes, he is AARP. I thought of that more than anything else. Now let me stop and say something. Based on where you're from,
Yes.
will have a lot to do with your
How
opinion.
how
If you're
that
from
affects you.
Louisiana,
It's no big deal.
California,
Yeah.
Montana,
Right,
you
no
have
big
the
deal.
right based on what, because unfortunately,
Right.
I can't tell you how folks
right.
roll in
Right.
Georgia if I've never.
Exactly, and
if
how
I can tell you how they roll in
So-
Georgia.
I can tell they roll in Louisiana.
Okay, we can talk
They got
about
brothers down.
that.
They got one of the biggest prisons down there, Louisiana.
I want to
And
remind.
they're prison in their mind down in Georgia.
I want you guys to know this is sports. We're trying to wrap it around something. I'm gonna go to.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go
Make it
to.
short too.
That sounds-
I'm going to
sports to me.
Jesse.
Okay, come on,
Jesse.
Jesse,
What do you
Jess.
think? Big pimping.
No, AARP.
RP. It's that simple. It is. It is what it is.
OPP.
Now,
No.
now they did try to run with it and put the watermelon in the diagram here with KFC. That wasn't
Oh,
cool.
I did see that little.
That's an exaggeration, right?
Let's go.
But we
Let's
do
go.
stand by.
Let's go,
He's
brother.
bling
Little
blinging.
Rodney Allen
Look,
Rippy.
he's
It's a
bling
watermelon. That's some cold shit.
That's funny though. It's funny. I don't care how you look at it.
I
It's
say, what if
funny.
he said he's chasing that cat?
See the
Now,
part.
but I mean, can we do a white version of that? Can
No,
we
that
do
would be
an
racist.
That's
Asian
racist.
version of that? Can we do a Latino tortilla?
We can, but that'd be racist.
What would the white one have? What
Why?
would the white one have? I mean, I'm just trying to go there.
No.
I'm just saying.
Don't go there.
But just saying.
Evil. Let's say no.
Evil. It's just.
Don't
It's
succumb.
imagination, but I don't like it, DeVoe.
That's
Yeah.
my point. That's my
That's your
point.
point?
Yes, exactly.
I
Not
need
that
a-
I
I'm
like
thirsty.
it.
But it's imagination.
I'm not condoning
can
it.
go there.
It's definitely wrong
It's
and
a
low
concept.
vibration.
Bad.
But I'm just saying, if
Bad
if
people.
we did a one with the white
Bad.
version, and they had a trailer house behind
That's right.
them or
Right.
something, it's
Yeah.
like that would still be wrong
I'm
too.
just
right?
saying, those of you who talk the most shit can't be insulted by shit like this. That's what cracks me up. Those of us who talk the most shit
Right.
are the ones who be the most insulted.
You're supposed to be more open
And they're
minded.
always talking shit.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you guys don't realize. You guys.
So I'm
you have a-
saying
Talk
you
about
can't.
shit.
Hey, DeVoe, you're the
shit talker.
person.
I didn't think of
You
DeVoe.
talk a bunch of
DeVoe,
shit.
you-
I'm going to change my vocabulary.
You
I'm no
wanted to
longer
take
be a
Charles
shit talker.
Manson.
No. Remember, you want to go
take
on.
Jake Manson on
No,
a
no,
stop.
no. She wanted to take the other killer on a tour.
Stinky tour.
Because
Okay.
he wanted to reform.
Right.
You keep leaving that part out of the joke.
DeVoe
Make
sees
it
the
liberal
He wanted
look
to
bad.
reform. He wanted to say, "Put the guns away. I've learned my lesson." That would have been a
Is that
peace
enough?
treaty.
That's
Okay.
enough.
Now,
hell no.
Not that he's going to be projecting killing. He was talking about peace and love, and he should know he was on the
that
other
enough?
side of the. If he
You
could
look
get
kind of
there,
hippy dippy.
That wasn't angry.
You're looking
talk,
very
DeVoe.
hippy dippy. That's all
That
I'm
was
saying.
not
Well, hey.
I am
talk.
hippie,
Well, that's okay.
and I'm all good with it.
All right, let me go to the next one
You
because
got a lot of nerve with
after
your
cutting
teeth.
I'm just
short.
saying I ain't letting no
Mr.
mass
Hippie
murderers
yourself.
out on thinking they gonna reform.
It's
Some
a
people
concept.
got to prove some shit.
You know, it's very. You know what they say? The reason why it's very difficult, DeVoe, is that when you're outside of it and it's not your family, it's not friends, anyone around you, you can only be tested when it is directly hitting you. It's like child, brother, mother, father. You won't have this. You have to be way up there. That's like watching a movie.
I am way up there. I mean, hey, I'm way up there. I'm way up there.
You got the point.
Absolutely
exactly.
right.
Now fly with me.
Okay.
All right.
Earth Mother.
I'll give you a pass on this because you said you would go there, but I don't ever want to be tested with it because
there's nothing to be tested. I mean, those who are going through it are going through it. Okay,
Right.
I'm just saying if he could change masses of people's thoughts through, you know, through his testimony,
I forgot
I say let him talk.
You're still back to that. Why'd you let that go? Why'd you let it go? It's a loss.
Wait a minute. He
Let
didn't
that one
accidentally
go.
kill one person.
Yeah, you still on
He killed a
that.
whole bunch of people.
Everybody,
You're still on that shit.
defending yourself. They're calling you
Let that one
angry
go.
and you're not. So there.
Okay, I want to move on to the next subject.
Well, thank you.
How do you know?
Okay, here's the next one. This one's it may not have the strength and of course the urgency that we had with our last topic, but we had a Monday Night Football game, and one question is going to pop up. Michael Vick has been, you know, this is one of these things where I'm going to set the story a different way. His brother Marcus Vick went off on Twitter, while of course Michael.
That was another one of the criminals.
Well, wait, hold on. He went off on Twitter while the game was going down, watching his brother get hit over and over. And because concussions don't necessarily have to pop up when you're on the field, it can accumulate.
Yes, it can.
He got sacked 7 times.
Too many.
Now, the question here is a two-part question. One, he went off because the team has suffered a lot of injuries and they got second-line players playing, and their offensive line is the one that protects them.
Okay.
So the problem is they can't learn the game,
enough
and
to
so
protect
people
them.
attack you. So everybody's
They're not being
attacking.
protected.
Every team is coming at him with the same methodology. Go after him because these guys are rookies. So guess who's getting the brunt of it?
Yeah, his
now that
brother.
doesn't give him a pass.
Brother.
His brother is pissed off, but it doesn't give him a pass because Vic himself is what they call a ball holder.
Yeah,
he
does.
holds the ball too long.
So making
right.
decisions.
Like I
He has
got
trouble
this.
making-
Right. So
No, he has trouble making decisions.
That's right.
Superman.
No,
He has trouble
Oh
making
no!
decisions.
You know what it is?
That's what you said. He wasn't very smart.
Well, the game has come and caught up with players
I
like
don't
him.
mean that. I don't mean that negatively.
I don't either. I'm saying he's not. He doesn't appear to be a quarterback who knows how to work through his
Thinking,
progressions
strategy.
and make adjustments.
Right.
He makes instinctual adjustments and
Right.
stuff while
Right.
running, but he doesn't. To me, he doesn't seem to be a
Right.
bright.
And the
quarterback.
coaching has a lot to do with it, along with Vic too, because there is this level of how you protect yourself in the game. And if anybody ever want to go see quarterbacks who know how to speed kills, but you can also have it work to your advantage.
Well, don't they simplify the play book for him, like run one?
Well, no, they got
pass
to
one.
No, let me say this. It's more than that, Mario. If you go watch
It's a
Peyton Manning,
picture.
you
His
go-
pictures, right?
Well, I know. No, it's worse than that. I'm saying
Worse
this for a
than
reason.
that.
No, the reason why I'm saying that is because you got 2 examples of quarterbacks who are not athletic, who can't run. So what is easier to do? Go after quarterbacks who don't have speed, who's not agile and can't get away.
Oh, I
Well,
see.
what they do,
Weakest
they
in
do
the
what
pack.
they do what they call quick 1-2 go pattern receivers. All of it comes to play. The whole team is adjusted now. They've gotten rid of the defensive coordinator, got a new one. The offensive line is injured.
They
Vic
got
has to
a
change
weak
his
second
style.
crew.
Everything has changed around him, and nobody's hitting on all engines, and the quarterback gets the blame. So the question becomes, because I want to get on, I know we're running long. The question is, Michael Vick is the quarterback. He gets the big cheese. He gets the big check. He's the one. Yes, that's how it rolls in here. With all the other factors going down,
Well, he better get
is
the
he a
big cheese.
letdown? Because it's not. If he's
Yeah,
not
but
balling.
he seems like he can study and work at it and become better, at least become acceptable. Right now, he gives you the impression of a quarterback who, when a coach tells him what play, he goes, "Huh?
Well,
What?
is that his fault?
What that? Hey, what I do is like the receiver probably tells him, I go down and you throw it to
Have you checked
me."
his
Now
medical
he's
records?
Oh.
being racist. That's
I'm saying that's the impression I get.
Right.
I just said I was a fan in the beginning, but shit gets old.
Right, so
Okay,
that's
and the
his
fact that he
fault.
can never seem
Right.
to get disciplined
Yep.
with his approach. Never. At
Yeah.
no point has he seemingly to me changed what he was doing or adapted. So he didn't adapt.
Right, he did.
Really, he didn't adapt.
It's not easy to adapt.
No, but I know it's not easy, but he didn't adapt. And so now it's almost his fault that he's so beat up. At least half the sacks are his fault.
Right.
But the other half is the other weak line.
Right. Now,
but other one is that he doesn't appear to know what he's doing.
Well, let me say this.
Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm going along with it.
I'm not a fan.
There is some.
I'm not either after that.
Well, no, there's some call playing or play calling that they actually you can see transfer onto the field. It's not transferring on the field.
No,
and he's not making it better. Because he's supposed to be able to go like,
you
I'm
wonder
a better
if it's
reader.
the offensive coordinator.
No, I got it. See, I'm saying the offensive coordinator is sitting there going, I can't change his style because the style that he had before worked for us. What happened with them? Those offensive linemen got injured. It changed the whole game. When they changed, they couldn't adjust to that. I said, you got a guy who's throwing like this. He goes like this. I am the guy that goes 1, 2, 3, way back. And change. And Tebow is an example, Tim Tebow, over there saying, we can change his style. We can change it. They've had multiple people trying to train him to change his style. He can't change it because for years he's been doing football a certain way. Right. So Vic is in the same position to me that he can't change in the middle of the season.
He looked like Vic. No, Vic. But remember, he seemed like he had enough tools to change as opposed to some of the other ones.
Yeah.
In other words, he's always had an issue with accuracy, but most of it seemed like because he was running, throwing on the run and scrambling.
So you just think he wasn't working hard enough.
I wonder about his work ethic. And by the way, that he's not known for that.
That's right.
Oh yeah, like a
See, he's not known for one of the people who take home the playbook and be all in there watching and dissecting. Well, in other words, no one expects him to go into coaching.
We learned that with the
no one
dog
expects him.
Okay.
He ain't going into coaching. Okay,
yeah,
I ain't nobody expecting that.
Right.
Okay, so that's to say. So he's certainly not known as being the hardest worker.
Right.
And to me,
it's showing.
I'm just one of those cats where we talk about this on this show. There are people who have natural ability. And some people are trying to get as far as they can on the least effort, and some people are trying to see as far as they can see how far they can go on the most effort. Those people are nothing alike.
You know what?
They're nothing alike.
You know what? Let me say.
So what is your vote on?
So I think he's a person who he's willing to get by on the way he's been doing stuff. Right, I think he doesn't show the mindset of a person who's attempting to acquire new skills in an area which he could by study.
Yeah.
By study, that's controllable.
Right. Now, and look, let me say this.
I agree.
They would give him, if he showed any type of adjustment, just any type, they then could say, we see him making adjustments, but we're seeing the same Vic. Now, they're saying, you have more than a half a second taken off or a second taken off from those speed rushes. So you have to be able to have these quick hits or whatever. So the problem we're having here is that we're waiting for Vic to adjust, and he hasn't.
How many years?
So and it's a letdown right now. But I'm not piling on him to say it's all his fault because it gets me to another question. I'm gonna give him props for one thing that he did. Last year, 2011, we had a quarterback for the Chicago Bears. His name is Jay Cutler, and Jay Cutler was getting hit when his one offensive line,
terrible.
They were attacking him. Now Philadelphia has multiple offensive linemen. One, and he was being known as being what they call a diva.
Because he likes to hold the ball too.
Well, no, he was like to hold the ball, but he rightfully so. It's his attitude. His attitude was not good about it.
He's a whitey bitch.
Vic, on the other hand, has not complained and said one word. He's taking the hit. I'm saying this. Marcus, probably misplaced in what he's saying, is saying something right. Do you know what can happen with Michael Vick if he continues this year getting hit as much? He's flirting with a record for the most times getting hit and sacked. He's not going to last. Concussion syndrome, all this is coming into play.
Wow.
So the part I'm feeling for him is this Marcus may be right about what he's seeing his brother go through because he's thinking of the concussions.
Right.
And I'm thinking of them too.
Yeah.
So his Twitter outburst was because of the health.
Yeah, and
at least half of that is his own fault because he plays in a way that's erratic, undisciplined.
Right.
Well, have we checked his medical records? Maybe he has a chemical imbalance or something's not going right upstairs? I mean, it could be a medical reason.
Metaphysically, he's getting back the
spiritually.
torture that the dogs went through.
Well, I think, look at this guy's hand.
Now I could go there.
Well, look at this.
I could go there.
And it's there because look at his picture.
I could go there.
Look at this guy's hand.
Lord, I'm getting away from that.
Look at this guy's hand.
Don't get me started.
So here's this guy. He's like milking his yodel here. And you know, and he didn't complain.
I'm not.
See, my thing is, there's a game of all these, can you grab my leg? But you gotta grab my nuts.
That's why he has a cup.
I'm saying,
on
but
Is that something
hurt.
they would normally complain about?
If somebody grabbing your nuts,
Is he grabbing his?
No.
What does it look like?
They grab
his upper thigh.
I see a hand. Is that his? What does that look like
That's
above
his
it?
cup. I can see his cup.
I am
pushing out.
apologizing to you guys on
He
election
grabbed him
day.
by the nuts.
I'm
Now they
apologizing.
tackle you anywhere.
Get him.
Anyway,
It's like somebody grabbing
Let
you,
me just
tackling you
go.
by the titties.
Hey,
I mean, you know what?
let me stop. Okay, it is a letdown. It is a letdown, but
Just imagine that.
and it's not a pylon for Michael Vick. It's not a pylon. It's a letdown for other factors.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. And yes, he gets the responsibility because he gets the big cheese, and plus he got that
I'd be insulted if somebody
$100 million
tackled me like
contract.
that.
All right, we got
I have to say, Victor, you're passionate about this story.
Oh yeah, I am, because the only reason why, because concussion syndrome is big, and it doesn't
that's
wear on
real.
people right the moment you get hit and you're
Right.
woozy.
Right.
It's going to accumulate, and
It's
if it
like a
hasn't
boxer.
already, right?
He's like, he took up the wrong
That's right.
sport.
That's right.
He probably would have been good in boxing.
Because look at that hand.
You know what's
Anyway,
wrong.
moving right along.
All right, the exit story. Thank you so much, Yvonne. The exit story is today I ended off somewhat sports political, but just political, because I believe this is more than just a sports day. And when I say that,
Yes.
a sports day is something where you have to say ode to Dr. Kurt Stern. Who is Dr. Kurt Stern? Back in the 50s, he said the
like-
Negro race will end by 1980.
He was wishful
Now, wait.
thinking.
Now,
He related to Howard Stern.
He was about right. He's just about accurate. After that,
They were called something
the
else.
dirty blacks.
No, wait. He
Came
was
after
right. That word kind of died out.
wait a minute.
Negroes.
Yeah, we were there.
Now, wait a minute. Let me give you the story.
The
The,
Negroes
the
died
doctor
right, like-
went to Cal Berkeley. He's a scientist, geneticist. And what his claim was is that we will be absorbed by the white people,
Yes.
and that there will be no true
Black.
Africans,
That was before
black
they
Africans,
understood
Well,
genes.
and that we would just more or less disappear. So I want to say thank you.
Not
I made it here.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Black on back.
Statistics show that we shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Well,
It shows you the confusion over the definition of race, right?
Right.
Yeah, but at
Because,
least he was thinking. He was
Well,
a
he was
thinker.
right in one
He
way.
was
They
trying
to
started
figure something
blending.
out.
Yeah.
but the
You know?
opposite actually occurred.
The opposite. I was just going to say
Because
that.
out of racism, by defining anyone with black blood as black,
That's right.
they actually ended up diluting the Caucasian
Right,
group.
right. You're the one who's going to disappear, not
So
us.
there's very
Sorry.
few pure white folks left.
That's right.
Well,
Okay, you got
we're-
to travel.
The melanated gene is more dominant.
That's
So,
right.
so it's all about how you define it,
And
right?
it feels good.
You know what? You guys are
Because a bunch of the
celebrating,
black
aren't
folks out
I
there are
love
mostly
having
white.
melanin.
It's okay. We're all one.
you? Hey, look.
Exactly.
You can feel
But we get to
things so
screw
much.
each other.
Notice you can bring up certain subjects and they go buck wild off.
Melanin.
Buck wild off.
That's what's good about race, right?
Yeah.
Everybody gets to bone everybody.
That's your utopia.
Wait, what else? What's the better
I'm
thing?
just saying.
The food? Okay, the food. Then what?
Look, he had something,
Saying,
but you know
other
what?
ways to process it.
There's terminology in this where it can go the way it's going. He just used the word absorb that made me laugh. And it was one reverend commented on it. He says, you know, I understand what he's trying to say, but he's taking it a little bit too far. And back in those days, it was okay to have that statement, and it was okay for that. Nobody rebelled against it because you're in the 50s. So this
Right.
is ode to Jet Magazine. It wasn't a sports thing, but I couldn't.
That
help
was still okay in the 60s.
Right. So ode
Some
to
will
Dr.
say it in
Kurt Stern,
70s.
the Negro race. Well, in
Yeah.
1980, actually, the word Negro has gone away before then, so he gets partial credit.
It's just another language
don't
for
use
black.
Yeah.
Spanish, Latin
Well, you
language,
know
so
what?
it has
We
a
say
definitive meaning.
negritas, and that's for a little
Little black.
doll that we think is absolutely good luck. The blacker the doll, the better the luck, the better, you know, so.
Yeah.
What about a little dedito?
Okay, I'm leaving on that. I'm out of my new sports. I know where he's going.
Devoito.
I am done. Take us out of here.
Done.
We're
Come
running
on,
long.
push the button.
We're running long. I'm so sorry. I should have left that
It's
one out.
Sticky Sports. Sticky Fingers Sports. Throwing lefts, throwing rights. DeVoe scored hoops. Just real playing ball. She's got sticky thighs.